The Woods Report. Oh,
you like to talk about things that are trending.
That everybody talking about.
I didn't know this one was trending.
Kim Kardashian.
Wow.
Okay, here we go. Y'all know we do the Kardashian. Y'all know we do the Kardashian recap of their show. If you go to our playlist, you can see all the recaps that we've done with the show. Mm-hmm. So apparently, remember we were going to do the Met Gala review and we never did.
With what people are wearing.
If we would have done the Met Gala review, you would have known that Kim Kardashian wore Marilyn Monroe's dress.
Oh, okay.
All right, here we go.
That's an old dress.
And there was a whole big uproar.
Did it fall apart?
Well, there we go. There was a whole big uproar about her wearing the dress to begin with.
Oh, wow.
Okay, about it being a museum, it being in a museum, it's historic, it's Marilyn Monroe, you know.
First of all, Marilyn Monroe was thought of as thick.
Marilyn Monroe, I remember they used to make jokes about Marilyn Monroe being heavy.
Yes.
If that's heavy,
because Kim Kardashian is not heavy.
And she had to lose weight to wear Marilyn Monroe's dress.
They said she didn't zip it up all the way.
Curvy was not in back then. You see how things change? But let's go into the dress first, then we'll go into that.
Go ahead.
Okay, so Kim Kardashian wears Marilyn Monroe's dress, and apparently there's some damage that's been done. They get the dress back, but she only wore it for a few minutes, and then apparently at the Met Gala they gave her a replica that she stayed in the whole rest of the night. Okay. So she only wore the dress for a few minutes and it was damaged.
Her big bottom. Marilyn Monroe didn't have a big butt. And that dress was made custom made to fit Marilyn Monroe body. Okay.
So I don't know how I feel about this. I'm torn between this.
You know what?
I go both ways with this.
At first I thought about it and I said, oh, it's historical. She shouldn't have wore it, whatever. I'm like, I don't care. Who asked her to wear it? Who let her wear it?
Wait a minute, you don't care that she wore it, or you don't care that she messed it up?
I don't have a problem that she wore it, and of course it's messed up now. I don't think I'm gonna brag about that. You don't want to mess up anything you do wear of somebody that is from the history, from a museum. Mm-hmm. But we all can't blame Kim, because who let her wear it?
Ripley's Believe It or Not.
And they said, sure.
First of all, how did they even...
bottom. Go ahead and squeeze in it.
First of all, how did they even get the dress? That means somebody from Marilyn Monroe's family
donated it or
gave it to Ripley's Believe It or Not.
Okay.
So, and I think they bought it.
Wow.
For like, $5 million or something. I don't know. Please look it up. Disclaimer, we don't know exactly. They paid money so that they can have this dress.
Okay.
So apparently, I don't know if Kim reached out to them or they reached out to Kim, but it came an idea for her to wear this dress to the Met Gala. Now, the reason why I said I'm torn between the two things is, let me give you my pros and my cons.
Okay.
My pros of her wearing the dress. Okay. Advertising.
Marketing.
Nobody in this generation or Kim's generation knows anything about Marilyn Monroe.
Probably wouldn't.
There's very few. I don't want to say nobody. Very few.
Very few people.
Very few young people even know who Marilyn Monroe is. They might kind of like know her face. But not like, they don't know like what she did for cinema and for music and stuff like that. Kim Kardashian and the Kardashians are more known now with the young people. So by her wearing this dress, I can see Ripley saying by her wearing this dress, she almost brings back Marilyn Monroe.
Her name.
It's almost like if they said, Chris Brown, we want you to wear Michael Jackson's jacket or glove or something. He's in right now.
And they're giving them permission to wear it.
Exactly.
That's the big thing.
Exactly.
He can say yes or no.
Exactly.
You know.
Now, another pro that I see about it is it brings people to Ripley's Believe It or Not. Okay? People are going to start coming to Ripley's Believe It or Not because of this dress.
Okay.
Right?
So that's advertisement for them.
You can leave it on there. You can leave it on there. Because people are going to say, this dress is at, Kim Kardashian
location.
And Marilyn Monroe wore this same dress, and it's
see that and other things that's
at Ripley's Believe It or Not.
Yes.
So it's good for them, right?
Good publicity.
Another reason why I see it's good for her to wear this dress is because Kim is trying to reinvent herself, and she's trying to make herself more than just a reality star or you know the oh my God, you know I gotta do my hair. You know I gotta do my hair when I do Kim Kardashian. No. Oh my God, I'm so much more than just a reality star and a perfume person and a person that has fashion. I'm so much more than that. And so by wearing this dress, I'm showing that I'm historic as well. And when I'm wearing history, and long when I'm gone, people are gonna talk about me, just like they talk about Marilyn Monroe. I know. So that's kind of what, you know. And she's not far. As much as y'all hate the Kardashians, she's not wrong. Okay. Long when they're gone, you will talk about the Kardashian family. You know, another thing the legacy that they did, whether you like it or not. Another thing I thought of, I don't know, you were going to say it for your pros. And this brought me to ask that question. We've always been told, those of us who grew up with Marilyn Monroe, heard about her history, her past, back in that time, in the 60s, whatever, what was considered thick, what was considered heavy, what was considered fat. Okay, and so you take it from there. Kardashian is getting in this dress and barely can get in it. And she had to lose weight to wear it. It's bringing awareness. So it does bring awareness to body shaming and body. And Marilyn Monroe was always uncomfortable with her body and felt heavy because people made her feel heavy. Boy, if she was here today, boy, she'd be rocking. You know, she's skinnier than Kim Kardashian. I know. So that shows you curviness was not in back then. But curviness is in right now. So that is another positive. If you think about all the people that they used to say was fat back then. Remember I Love Lucy? Ethel was considered fat. And you go back and look at them, go, but you know what, TV, she don't look that much different than Lucy. And I think too, because TV does add pounds. It really does. Because I've seen some people in person, and a lot of them said those are heavy and thick women, or you know, a nice size. Right. The first thing that people say is, you're not as big as you are. Hopefully, if you guys meet us, I know I look huge, but in real person, I'm still huge. But it does add. I'm still heavy. Okay. But it does add 20 pounds to you. I'm not as big in person as I am right now. I met Sherry Shepherd. I'm really not. I met Sherry Shepherd, and at the time I met Camera, not Camera. Wearing black, turning sideways, and just don't do it. But I met Sherry Shepherd. Didn't look as big. Yeah, she looked small in person. Yeah, I met even Monique. As we everybody talked about looked small. Monique wasn't big in person back then, and everybody looked short. Yeah, they look taller on television. Then when you meet them, they look little. When I saw all these ladies in person, I was like, yeah, they look very small. Yeah, that's the first thing people say to you when they meet you. Yeah, so positive, I can see that. Bringing awareness to that. You know, so that's fine. So what's the cons? Okay, the cons. Oh Lord, Kim. A lot of you probably feel the same way with the cons. This is something that is historic. Yeah. It's just like if, to me, I'm a Michael Jackson fan. And if Michael Jackson had a glove, Ripley said, would you wear this glove, Miss Kim Woods? I would wear it. And if I ruined it and I messed it up and knocked one of you're ruining history. You're ruining something. Because think about it. His DNA is in that glove. His sweat might be on that glove. You know what I'm saying? Like Marilyn's body was in that dress. And so the fabric, you putting it on. It was even, we were hearing even through the news that dress was even restored and they did. It might have been. It might have been, you know, fixed up. Yes. And then years ago, you know how fabric is. It's natural. It's when older something gets. Yeah. Sometimes the seams can be thin and you get in it and her big butt just apparently she stretched it and some of the little chingly things are dangling. Somebody said dangling by the head. They holding on. Yeah, when Kim got in it. But that's negative. Okay. So, and then what Marilyn, to me, Marilyn Monroe wasn't just a actress. Marilyn Monroe spoke out on things when a lot of people wasn't speaking out on things that you would get banished in Hollywood. Like she was big advocate for the LGBTQ community. She was an advocate. Norma Jean. She was also an advocate for Ella Fitzgerald and things that, as a black woman, her trying to get into things that she would speak up for her. Marilyn Monroe was always putting herself out there. She had a very complicated life. Yeah. If you get a chance to read about Marilyn Monroe, very interesting. exact opposite of Kim Kardashian, who I don't know why because Kanye West said a while ago, Kim Kardashian is really like Marilyn Monroe. Okay. Why anybody listening to him, I have no idea. He don't know what he's talking about.
She went on that comment
because she's sexy. Because Marilyn Monroe is a sex symbol and Kim Kardashian is a sex symbol. He apparently felt like Kim Kardashian is like the new Marilyn Monroe. Okay. He's so far gone from that. He probably don't feel that way no more. And he done got kicked to the curb by Pete. He probably like, I take that back. She is not Marilyn Monroe. He said that when they was married and in love. He was in love. But oh my God, Kanye, thank you for saying that I'm Marilyn Monroe. Okay. And he was like, well, you are Marilyn Monroe. Well, thank you so much, Kanye. Yes,
I'm a sex symbol.
He understands that he was stupid to say that.
But who would have known that she's a little bigger than her?
Marilyn Monroe grew up in an orphanage. Marilyn Monroe was poor. Marilyn Monroe was not, she didn't grow up in Calabasas.
With a silver spoon in her mouth.
Marilyn Monroe worked her way to everything she got. Marilyn Monroe even took acting classes. Marilyn Monroe, people said, built that whole persona of this sexy bombshell blonde. Marilyn Monroe did that. Anybody that comes after that, you are copying or you are standing on the shoulders of Marilyn Monroe.
What's the blonde that just recently died that had the daughter by the guy? She had that same Marilyn
Nicole, who patterned herself after Marilyn Monroe. But Marilyn Monroe did it first. Honestly, to be honest, Mae West was the first one.
Mae West, yes.
Mae West was the first one.
And she probably wasn't that thick.
Thank you. And Mae West is called fat.
Yes. If she's fat, what are we?
Huge. Back in those days.
Enormous.
Back in those days.
Mae West was a thick one.
Think about when you was growing up in school. I remember seeing your pictures when you was in school. Y'all fashion, your fashion was horrible.
Well, in the 70s.
You was heavy.
It didn't do well for us chubby women.
No.
Yeah. With the short dresses, showing your big legs. Fashion was not kind to thick women back then.
Stretch pants and bell bottoms.
Mama's days probably was. Because they look so nice in their dresses, even thick women. Think about it. When Mama was in high school,
but this 40s, was Marilyn Monroe. This is when they were saying that she was fat.
They were still called fat, but they dressed nice. Their dresses fit them. Mama and them had the long skirts.
The 70s was not kind to fat people.
Yeah, why are you going to shorten our skirts with our big legs?
And I'm going to tell you one thing. I grew up in the 80s. The 80s was not kind to fat people
with the
either.
Shoulder pads.
No. No, 80s was not kind.
Pads.
If you was heavy in the 80s, it was not kind to us.
Shoulder pads. No, you look like a big football player.
It was not kind to us.
How are y'all? I'm doing good.
And we couldn't wear the same fashion everybody else did.
No.
Now
it's much better.
People are heavy and they wear the same thing skinny people wear. Some of stuff they shouldn't, but they do.
What's the singer?
Lizzo. Lizzo wear everything. But she's young, so I don't care. I don't care. If she was older, I would say I have a problem. But she's young, so she should wear anything.
She's free. Okay.
But anyway, so to me, that's the negative.
That was the negative.
That's the negative
messing
of
history. That dress.
Yeah. And then starving yourself to fit into that's an eating disorder. What are you doing? Being skinny doesn't mean you're healthy.
One of the people,
you want to be healthy, not skinny.
One of the news people was saying she don't win either way because she doing a replica of the dress, she still would have been talked about.
That's true.
So either way, she doesn't win on this. But the thing is, I don't really think it's her fault totally. The people who allowed her to wear it. They let her walk out with that dress. I would think anybody that's keeping something historically, it don't matter how famous you are or how famous, how much they can be put on the map as well. No, you ain't touching this dress.
Did they really lose though? Because what is everybody talking about now?
That dress.
They're talking about that dress. They're talking about Marilyn Monroe.
Yes.
And they're talking about Ripley's
It's a
Believe
win-win
It or
for that
Not.
part of it.
So sometimes you got to take the negative press.
Yes.
And use it on your
for
good.
marketing purposes. Yep, you're right.
So that was our whole thing. Yes, this is a stupid story. We all know that.
But you know what?
Yes, there's a war going on. Yes, we may end up going into a war with everybody and their mama.
Somebody probably writing in saying, y'all talking about this.
There's a flood in Yellowstone. We know that.
I know.
We know there's famine and all of that.
Got shot in school.
These are stories that allow people to break away from that for 1 second and think about Kim Kardashian in a stupid dress.
But you know what?
You understand that? Let some people do things that just kind of take their mind off of things sometimes.
But a lot of times people who watch our show, we try to tie this into a learning lesson.
All right, so what's the learning lesson?
Here's the thing. The fact is, body shaming. What's considered big? What's considered huge? Are you healthy?
Love yourself.
Are you eating right?
Exactly.
People looking at us going, those two big girls. How dare they talk about somebody?
So there you go. The learning lesson is, imagine Marilyn Monroe was feeling bad about herself for being heavier. And if she would have been now, she would have been like, I'm skinny compared to everybody.
Because look at Kardashian.
So here's the thing. You're right.
Weight to get in the dress.
Here's the thing. Love who you are. Be healthy. It's not about being skinny. Right. It's about being healthy.
Skinny folks that are not
There's
healthy.
Skinny people who are not healthy.
Exactly.
And there's fat people who everybody assumes because you're fat, you're not healthy.
Thank you. Are you?
Excuse me, and some of y'all got high blood pressure, got all diabetes and all of that. And just because I'm fat or she fat, we don't have all of that.
We're fluffy girls
so
that are still
some of y'all more, unhealthy than we are.
That's true.
So be healthy.
We all have to.
You want to lose weight so that you can live a better quality of life.
Exactly.
As much as Lizzo loves herself, she can't jump out of a plane the way somebody skinny can jump out of a plane. There's certain things she just not going to be able to do.
Weight restrictions? Because
of her weight. When we went to Italy, I couldn't get on that canoe
but I don't
thing.
Think she's as big as we are.
She probably not. Remember when you see people, but still, lose some.
TV ads pounds. She's probably not as heavy.
Probably not.
And then she's young.
And she's young.
If you're young and thick,
you're right.
Maybe still more energy. You're 20s.
Yeah, when you was still heavy, younger, you had more energy.
I was thick even young growing up, but I can walk.
But I
got on bikes like everybody, and I didn't get on a horse.
I will say to her, it will catch up with you though.
Yeah.
And if you lose weight, do it because you want to be healthy.
Yeah.
Not because you want to fit into a dress. Yeah. Or for something stupid.
Yeah.
So that would be my only.
That's one of the learning things.
That would be my main thing.
This topic that people may think is so trivial. It's not
they think it's trivial. And also too, if you're a person and somebody wants, or you're a celebrity or something, how much of your items do you put emphasis on when you're gone? Like if Marilyn Monroe was alive, or not alive, but if she was able to come back for a day and heard all of this stuff going on, would she be upset that the dress was ruined, or would she be happy that now people talking about her now?
That's a good question.
So that's the question that you ask yourself.
That's a good question.
If Marilyn Monroe could come back from the grave,
I would think
God,
about
I hope
her
not.
being mentioned.
But would she be more concerned that Kim ruined the dress, or would she be happy that people are talking about her?
She's still relevant.
It does depend on the celebrity.
Yeah, that's
because somebody like Prince would be mad that you ruined.
Oh, his ruffled shirt.
Yeah.
Or his guitar.
Prince would be upset
if you messed his instrument up.
Yeah.
That's his baby.
Or you put out music that he didn't like.
Oh.
You don't have to talk about me. I could talk about myself. I think Prince would be upset.
You think?
Yeah, I think he would be upset.
Okay.
Michael Jackson, I don't think so.
With the torn glove?
No, I don't think so. I think he would be happy you talking about him.
Thank you. That's
the
fact that you want to wear it. But don't he talk like that?
I guess so. You know what? In real life, he had a deeper voice. So, that was all persona. Oh. So that's just the thought. Would Marilyn Monroe be upset if she came back and was able to see what was going on? Or would she be happy that we're even talking about her? I think she would be happy we talking about her.
I think so, too.
More than the dress.
2022.
Exactly.
We talking about Marilyn Monroe.
Because it was always her.
And she probably would have said, I was considered fat back then.
Yeah. It was always her being attached to some man that people talked about.
Yeah.
You were attached to the president. You were attached to his brother. You were attached to the baseball player.
Yeah.
Would she be more happy now that my name is being brought up, and it doesn't have to be that I'm attached to some man? people are actually talking about Norma Jean.
They're talking about the dress that I wore.
Yeah.
Wow.
So if you get a chance, look up Norma Jean, Marilyn Monroe.
That's her born name.
Her born name, and find out the story about her. Very interesting. Very
and
interesting
what her size
person.
Was because if what's her name is trying to get in her dress, she's not big.
What should we say? Let's ask what was Marilyn Monroe's?
Kardashians is not that.
Let's ask what was Marilyn Monroe's?
Maybe a 10.
You think that Google would know?
They might.
Oh, do your thing.
They might.
Let's see if they know. Let's see if Google know what Marilyn Monroe. When Marilyn Monroe was alive, what was her dress size? $14. That couldn't be true.
That couldn't be true.
Because Kardashian wouldn't have lost. That means that
14.
Kim Kardashian is bigger than a 14.
No. Maybe she got bigger or something.
It says Marilyn Monroe wore a size 14.
No.
That's what it says.
That dress is probably when she was younger, you think? And she was smaller.
No, that was later, because that's what she's saying. Happy birthday to
Maybe
you.
the dress shrunk like the glove with OJ. If it don't fit, it must have quit.
It said a receptionist wrote down her measurements, 36, 24, 34. And she was 5'5", 118 pounds. That's not a size 14.
That's not a 14. What is wrong with
Unless a 14 was different back then. A 14 could have been different back then. She was 118 pounds.
That's what
somebody said. Somebody said that dress looked like it could be a size 14. Okay, Darlene. Really?
But
you think that's a 14?
But Kim Kardashian is not 14.
That means, let's see what Kim Kardashian is. Y'all, we doing this all in real live. What size does Kim Kardashian wear?
Khloe can be 14, but not Kim.
Okay, let me see. Kim Kardashian weighs 130 pounds.
She was bigger than Marilyn. How much was
she lost weight? Now I think she's 116 pounds.
Oh.
I didn't know Kim Kardashian was 30. Maybe everybody looked small to us because we so big.
I don't know. On TV, though, she looks curvy, but not fat.
Darlene said a size 14 was definitely different back then. I think so, Darlene. Mm-hmm. I think a size 14. If you was 118 pounds,
that's not a woman's size 14.
If you was 118 pounds today, you would not be wearing a size 14.
No, probably a 10 or 9.
Maybe a 9. Maybe a size 9.
Because remember, Missy's sizes, women's sizes. There's 3 groups of women's sizes. And our size is women plus.
This is foreign to me.
14 is different than the regular 14, even with our sizes.
Wow.
But 14 in the 60s.
Wow.
In the 50s.
I didn't know Kim Kardashian was 130 pounds.
I didn't either.
She 116 now. She lost weight to get in that dress.
Wow. You learned something. We're Googling it, though.
We learning to go Google now while we on here.
Some people can say Google sometimes is wrong. But
it could be wrong, y'all. So,
yeah.
All right, y'all. So that we went in a whole thing, y'all, just to take y'all mind off of what's going on in the rest of the world and think about something as stupid as Kim Kardashian wearing the dress.
Ripping the dress or tearing it or whatever she did to it.
All right. You ready? You done?
Yeah. Okay. It was a learning for us, body shaming kind of thing. We learned some stuff, how big somebody was or how little they was.
And you got to get away from everything being so...
I know.
Everything can't be level 10 discussion.
Yeah.
Sometimes you got to have just stupid discussions.
Just to kind of relax,
to give your brain a rest, for goodness sake.
That's true.
You know, or tragedy, or every week it's a tragedy. Can we just talk about the stupid Marilyn Monroe dress for 1 second? And Kim Kardashian?
They got some people on TV even fussing about that, though.
They upset about it.
Oh, I'm thinking, really? It's not.
You got it. They have to. They got to release.
Okay.
You got to. It's too much stuff going on in the world. If I got to release about Marilyn Monroe's dress, then doggone it, I'm gonna do it.
There's a place they know they're talking about on TV. There's those places that you go to.
Thanks, Darlene. You too.
You can beat things up and use a hammer and a bat, and you can just destroy things in this room. All
right, we'll do a video on that. We'll go to it.
We'll go live to
that.
Frustrations and stuff.
We'll go live to it and set up a video and go and destroy stuff.
Things. Yeah, just kind of let go.
All right, y'all. So that was it. That was another Woods Report. See you later.